Oh, I took my music off. No, Cancer, you guys are gonna have your reading in silence. Guess that's what y'all calling for because y'all was very impatient. So, welcome back. This is your June 2026 general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You with a thirst. Oh, are you thirsty? You with the third sign, most frequented sign in all of my lives and last recorded videos. Number one was Leo, number two was Aquarius, and then you, number three. You actually ran a tie with Taurus. However, you popped out first before Taurus. So you may have some energies shared with Taurus and or Aquarius this month, June 2026. Leos too. If you want, you can check out your daily general reading that was posted yesterday or day before yesterday. You guys were the first to come out. You had a lot to talk about. You had several people amongst your reading as well. So check that out. It's already been posted. All right. And so let's see what. Oh, no, we're not doing that, Cancer, at all. You could feel all over the place right now. Coming into the month of June. Your oracle is adventure. 5 and 14 can be very significant. So let's see what the book says. It says 14 with adventure. Cancer, it is easy to get caught up in the obligations of completing everyday chores, so much so that the very essence of inspiration and excitement can slowly fade away. Before we know it, life becomes one long day of completing task after task. This card is shown up in your reading because it is time for some adventure. Adventures can be had near and far. It is all about paying attention to what brings the feeling of renewed excitement into your being, whether it's taking a day trip to a fun and unfamiliar place or checking out a new activity that piques your interest. It is definitely time to break the cycle of what your days have turned into. It is time to explore and renew yourself with inspirational energy by having an adventure, Cancer. And I had this thought when I was reviewing your cards in the beginning before we came on. And it was like once they said something about cleaning, I'm like, yeah, Cancers take delight in cleaning. They use that as like a therapeutic measure to kind of balance themselves out emotionally and physically. But this is not it. I actually think that that's become a thing of what would I like to say? Um, Distraction, rather. And at this point in time, it's asked of you to distract yourself from life another way by going on an adventure of some sort and taking it outside the house. Okay? So let's see what you have for the month of death, of course, not meaning someone's going to die, but I do believe it's an end to those times where you were more secluded, hermit mode, that came up for sure. And reviewing some of your cards. So let's see what June specifically. I know we've already started the month. So let's see what energy you currently sit in. Two of Wands. Some actions, choices in specific actions. I want to say your general daily spoke of that. You have a choice between taking two routes potentially. This could be in business or career or just the adventures you've been trying to decide upon. You probably have been contemplating for some time now, and you're sitting down with these two opportunities. I got Thailand. Listen, I have a friend, and everybody's talking about Thailand right now, but I actually had a Cancer tell me about Thailand about a month ago. A little over a month ago, maybe at this point. But they've been, they were supposed to go on a trip. They put it off with everything going on in the political government and weather right now. So, but it is a goal of theirs. It's a couple. and potential living place. I find a lot of people are moving there. I've heard some great things. I have a friend of mine. Matter of fact, I just looked at Facebook. He left yesterday, day before yesterday, to permanently reside in Thailand. Right. So let's see the choices more specifically for my collective. So now, what could be interrupting or distracting you from these choices right now, Cancer, is the fact that is the fact that you feel bound by something. And I'll say something because this is just in your head. However, what's in your head is what actually is bounding you. So it's going to be different for everyone. If clarification is needed, I will go into that in a moment. But I don't find that you staying put or keeping class or securing yourself from this choice is going to do any justice. I find that you are keeping yourself from either choice actually with the fact that you are reminiscing on a choice that may have had some type of connection in the past. I'm not certain with that, but you are contemplating this and have been contemplating it for a while. In the past, you have the judgment card. This suggests that things have balanced out in your past. If there were anything that may have been unjust or um, imbalanced of some sort, it does look like whether you did it or you intentionally approved of it, life balanced itself. Okay. If it has not done so, it is in the process of doing so in the month of June. Okay. But this is looking like the past. So if you've been in some shit, you've been in some shit for quite some time. Now, as far as it could even be something with legal matters, but let's see what your recent past is bringing up first. Yeah, eight of cups. You've walked away from some things for sure, emotionally. So you have had some emotional connections. This could have been a relationship. This could have been just um, specific individuals that may have had you bound or made you felt bound to the relationship. This doesn't have to be love. This could be kids. This could be family members. I'm getting, but you definitely you recently walked away from something or someone or someone's plural. Now on your mind is the Knight of Swords energy. There could be a Gemini that you are thinking about heavily. This could be in regards to a Gemini. Um, Maybe a Sagittarius or a Libra. I'm getting more Sag than Libra. But what's on your mind is the fact that you would like to have your thoughts more clarified. You would like to take control of your thoughts, but you do still feel bound that whatever is taking place or whatever has taken place, it still have a mental control over the choices that you make going forward in the month of June. Moving forward, a new journey and or adventure does await. It's supported in your future and or your next steps moving forward with this Fool card. So it does look like you will potentially take the leap of faith. This is still a choice. This isn't an outcome. With the Four of Coins, however, it does suggest that you're holding on to your money. You may be feeling like you don't have enough, whether this is energy, funds, or you're not what you would consider balanced enough or secure at home. So I would say the bigger decision is about where you financially sit and why you don't think you would have enough for the particular adventure you prefer. Okay. Queen of Cups. Does look like everyone outside of you, let me say it like that, believe that you do have the emotional control and stability right now in whatever matters you're going through. They find that you are being a Cancer. That's ruckus if you don't. However, this is a good thing that whether you're going through it, whether you're coming out of it, or whether you're still sitting in it. The emotional control is there. You have you have secured that part. So your emotions are in control. Your thoughts not necessarily, but I do believe you're getting control of your thoughts. It's just that you feel bound to certain thoughts at this time. Okay. Now the hope, wish, or dream or fear is the Four of Swords. You don't want to move. You feel like, okay, so this is what I'm getting, two things. Either you're on bed rest of some sort, or you don't feel, this is more energy than finances for many of you. You feel like, well, and I'll say with this being the source, this is still thoughts. You feel like right now the energy is more of a need. You have There's a lack in your energy field. So either you are but I'm getting a lot of people. Some of you could be on bed rest for some form of injury is affecting your energy. Because with this Eight of Swords in the past, this is not something that I feel you totally have control of, because the action part, the active movement is here, is present. It's like get up and move, but something is holding you back. And so when I get this Four of Swords card, it feels like rest. You need to rest. So have you been doing too much? I'm not sure, because with the Ace of Coins, this suggests that there are going to be at the end of June or leaving June more energy due to you, more financial opportunities with this Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Coins. This suggests that there's going to be new or renewed opportunities for money, finances. Money and finances are the same thing, but your energy and things around your home. So this does look positive for you. This does suggest that whichever one affects you, if it's the energy or the finances or both, right? By the end of June, whatever is keeping you from this adventure is going to move, and you're going to be able to see some. I want to pull a clarifying card though, just one, maybe two, because I am kind of nosy about what is keeping me bound at this time. And then I want to know also about this judgment in the past. Now, there were a few people to show up, the Gemini, Sagittarius, and a Pisces came up. So I don't know how, and an Aquarius snuck in there too. So I don't know if any of those are significant to you. I wanted to read if there were people, not specifically of those four, but they could be. They do believe that you have what's necessary to make this decision happen. I don't find that any of those persons may be in what's the word I'm looking for? In objection to this adventure. So, say for instance, if it's a partner, they're not like, no, I'm not doing it. They're all for it, actually. I think more for it than you. Now, the thing is, they may be the one who persuaded you into this decision or put the decision on your mind, right? Four of Cups. Yep, they did. And you've been contemplating it for a while. Aries finally comes up. But I think that this is more or less about you having the total control of this decision, meaning like you pay for it, you fund it, you um, are the person who orchestrates it, even if there are others coming along. You want to be the man and or the woman in charge. Okay, so I find that this, if it's an adventure or trip, you may be bound to having this shared trip with someone else or others. Could be family members, and you weren't looking at it this way. You were looking at it more of an independent trip or just a relationship or partnership trip. And it looks like this trip is possibly expanded to others. Okay, so this is your monthly reading for June, Cancer. It does look like you have a big decision on some type of adventure, either shared or independently. The choice is yours. I do believe, and in the end, you will make it, and you will be very happy with what you decide. Okay. All right. So, Cancer, this is your June 2026 Sun, Moon, and Rising reading. Stay tuned for the upcoming lives for the collective general reads. You may pop up again, but I'm not focusing on you guys because you guys came up a day or two ago. Okay, so check those out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Love and light. See you guys next video.